Hey, this is TK Irish, and we are at an exciting time right now. This is New Year's Eve for 2025. Can you believe it? We made it this far. Everyone's still got 10 fingers and 10 toes here at Camp Kinnerk, so that's always a milestone for us because you've been watching us, you've been knowing what's going on around here, and things get a little out of hand. Well, we don't call it out of hand. We just say it's a little mischievous behavior that comes about us. But the New Year's is here. We're going to come up with some new slogans for the 26th year. And, what I want to share with you is some Irish traditional customs that we do here for New Year's here at Camp Kinnerk, because everyone always says, well, what do you guys do? We blah, 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 blah. So, one of the first things I want to share with you is the fact that fireworks. Everyone fires off fireworks as a celebration and things of that nature. But actually, what we do that for is to scare away the bad spirits that have come around over the course of the year. And if you don't have any fireworks, take a couple pots and pans, bang them, bang them, bang them, hit the wall, whatever. And if that doesn't get rid of the bad spirits, well, then you just keep doing it for a couple days. And what really works is that you'll wake up your neighbors every night. So, what a great way to meet your neighbors here the first of the year. And we always want to clean things out at the end of the year. We want to make sure that things happen, bad spirits or this or that. So at midnight, what we do here is that we open up the front door and then we open up the back door. And what that does is that'll clear out all the bad demons and bad spirits that have been into the house this year. And really, what you could also look at it is just a very polite way for an eviction to take place. So, and carbs, Irish love carbs, potatoes, whatever. So, what the old tradition is you take big loaf of bread and you bang it against the walls to chase away hunger because of the history of the Irish and the famine and stuff. They always want to make sure that there's food to be available. And midnight happens. How is your luck going to be for this year? And your luck is based on the first person who walks into your house after midnight. So, if someone's tall, good looking, charming, well, then you got some good luck going on. But on the other side is, it could be your neighbor Sean walking in with a six-pack of Miller Lite, and then you're going, oh, that's my luck for the year. I got Sean in a six-pack. So, it's just that one last drink that gets you every time. Well, the last episode we talked about the Irish goodbye, and this is where it really takes place because don't be surprised that about 15 minutes after the New Year's, you turn around and everyone's gone because they're just exercising their Irish goodbye. So don't get upset saying, oh my gosh, they all left, they didn't say goodbye. That is the greatest compliment you could have. So, Douglas, how's it going over there at the Doug the Neighbor Studios? I got my Dr. Pepper here to swig into the new year. And here we go, my friend.
TK, so good to see you. And yes, here at the Possum Trot Studios, home of Doug the Neighbor, we have some leftover eggnog that we are finishing off, and it's just absolutely terrific. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. And we have the last of the Gannett cookies that your family sent. So we have two of those left. One of them is a bourbon ball, and the other is I don't know what it is. It's caramel cookie, I guess, whatever. So we have those to look forward to and really looking forward to. And being the 31st of the December, the last day of the year, uh, we need to come up with a slogan for Camp Canuck that we can share with the people in the galaxy. And here is the one I've got. Okay. New tricks in 26.
I
What do you think
love
of
it. I love it. How'd you get so clever with this witticisms of being a wordsmith, Douglas?
that? Eggnog that's loaded.
Yes, yes. That'll make things very interesting if you get a little out of hand.
Now, every New Year's, we all come up with resolutions. Okay. Now, they're great until you get that first pint of ice cream around the 7th, 8th, or 9th of the month, January. You know, the resolutions are gone, or going to the gym and it's cold outside and you don't go anymore, and that's it. So, resolutions. But so I've retitled it. I've just given it a renaming of Wouldn't It Be Nice? Wouldn't it be nice if, and here's my 2025 list. There was a couple of pictures that I wanted to have framed. And then there was a book that a friend gave me. I wanted to have it read. And then there was some trips I wanted to take, and I took a couple of them. Yes, I went up to Toronto. I wanted to go to Cabo. That did not happen. I wanted to go to Dallas. I wanted to go to Mustang Island down in Corpus and up to Colorado. But the only one I was able to do was Toronto for a family situation. So that sort of things. And I had to have my teeth fixed. So I got that done. And then some other things. So what have I got here? The list gets kind of beat up over time because my wishes and my wouldn't it be nice gets all beat up. I have a couple of things here that I have to like look at. Oh, I went to Pecos that was 2 years ago. I guess that's 2 years ago. Yeah. So this year, of course, we have a wouldn't it be nice list. Wouldn't it be nice to go up to Dallas to trips for trips? Go up to Dallas. Okay. And then I have a couple of boxes of what I call Canada stuff from my family that I brought down because I was up there in September. So I have two boxes that I need to go through, a lot of paperwork, family stuff. So I want to get through that. Now, I've been working on a novel for many, many years, and this I've got to finally get off my tuchus and get it done. So wouldn't it be nice if I finished that novel? Okay. And then also the whole aspect of every year, I have a summer weight and I have a winter weight. The winter weight comes from your cookies, that you give me. And then the summer, that's the winter weight. And then I have a summer weight where I can actually fit into my Levi's
No.
and my khakis. Okay. So, and I'd like to get my DNA done, you know. So that kind of, and then my desk here, the handle broke off, so I need to have somebody do a 3D printout of it. So big things like travel to Dallas, maybe someplace else, and then maybe finishing my novel, finishing some stuff around the house, Canada stuff, and also fixing up the house, a little desk handle, that sort of stuff.
Well, Douglas, that's really, really interesting to hear your list of wouldn't it be nice. Um, Now, the only thing is that you say you want your DNA done. I mean, that opens up a whole new opportunity for you in so many ways. You could actually find out how many relatives you have in prison. So that
Or how many children knock on my door and say, hello, Dad?
Exactly. So, you're opening, that's a whole new can of worms there. And,
Yes.
I've done a lot of literary writing over the years, and I understand the writing the novel and, drawing the conclusions. And I will just give you this one bit of advice. Go to the last page and write these two words,
Uh-huh.
the end. Then let them figure out what happened afterwards. And that'll allow you to give a sequel of saying the end part two.
I think we could have $1 million idea here, TK, because look at it this way. If you self-print, but what if the pages are blank and then it's just your name on the spine and the title? You
Well,
see, you put it up on the shelf and people say, "Are you an author?" Yeah, those are my books there. They're empty, but
well, you might want to think about this. Is you take those blank pages and you make the title of the book called The Wit and Wisdom of Doug the Neighbor. And so
right.
when they open up the book, the sheets are blank. So there's
Well, they
no
already
way.
know that. It's called the eyebrow effect when you say something and people go, "Oh,"
Yeah.
or they just give you that smile.
Yeah. Yeah. The courtesy laugh. I call that the courtesy laugh, which
Yeah.
one of these days I'm going to slap that off somebody's face.
We call it something else when people say "Have a nice day."
Mhm. Yeah. Or bless her heart.
Yeah, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, wouldn't it be nice, listen, it's going to grow over a little bit of time because things, my apartment needs a good cleaning, that sort of stuff. I need to put a hood guard, that asbestos sheet under the hood of your truck, under the car. It might
Mhm.
get a little rusty, worn out. So I convinced a friend for a taco deal.
Uh-huh.
Tacos to help me put that hood guard in,
Okay.
so
Mhm.
working that's kind of on the list. Little things, big things like trips, write a
Yeah.
book, lose some
Yeah.
weight, and little things like that. But that's in the works, and I've got a little late present for Christmas, and I got to show it to you here.
Yes.
Okay, look at this. It is some Captain America soap for my collection.
There you go. What's that called? Liberty Lather?
Liberty Lather, yes, men's natural soap. It's a limited edition. Okay. Yes, it's okayed by Marvel, and it comes from Dr. Squatch.
Oh my gosh, the world famous Dr. Squatch.
Yes, and it says on the back, these are the doctor notes. Join the fight for justice with the heroic scents of citrus and cedarwood.
Ooh,
I
that
did
is,
not know that citrus and cedarwood were heroic, but they
well,
will overcome justice, fight for justice. So, there you go. And it is very aromatic. Yeah, it really is something. So, but now it goes into my collection of about 4 or 5 interesting types of soap that I have.
yeah. Well, you can never be too clean, Douglas. And that's, when you're bringing justice and liberty to the forefront, then by golly, my hat's off to you.
And I smell clean.
Oh yeah.
Smell good. He smells like justice. He's Captain America. He's DTN. And Marvel Comics, if you wish to do a TK Irish and DTN comic movie series, call us.
Oh yes, yes, please do, because I guarantee you it'll be a very not memorial. It will be a memorial because you'll die laughing as much fun as we have.
Blockbuster. I can see it. A
Yeah.
thousand screens across America and sequels.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's that one now? Mission Impossible Final Destination or something? Final something?
I don't
I
know.
I don't know. And I go, finally.
Mhm.
Finally.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I've seen one of them. I think I saw the first one. I thought, oh, geez, forget
Mhm.
it.
Well, hey, if you got a good idea, milk it. I
Milk
mean,
it. Look what we're doing.
yeah,
We don't know if it's good. We're just milking it. We're good at milking.
yeah. Eventually the first generation of set of movies will, go to another generation population and, maybe they'll catch some new eyeballs.
Right. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Now, it is New Year's Eve. And do you have any resolutions or wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah, I gave it a lot of thought, and what am I going to give up for New Year's is I'm going to give up my virginity. I have been trying to do this for years and years, and I've yet to get that thing taken care of. So this is the year, 26. Here we go. New tricks in 26.
Well, they in the old days they called them cat houses and bordellos. Now they could call them clinics.
Yeah. I don't
Don't
care
they?
what you call them. I just want to get this done.
don't they sell they sell Viagra on TV and every place you turn around there's a big V sign, and its derivatives are cheaper than, so yes, so maybe sex workers could rebrand themselves as therapists.
Oh, yes. And that's really what it is. I mean, because they really do make, from what I understand. Now, first of all, from what I
It's been a
understand,
while. It's been
yeah,
a while. Careful, this is a family friendly.
I understand. That's the reason why I preface it from what I understand is I don't understand anything. So
Well, it's always nice to bring in the new year in that form and fashion. So you've got a couple hours left. See what happens.
yeah, yeah.
But in the meantime, if it doesn't work out, we've got some football.
Yes, we do. Some good football.
Good football. Yes, absolutely. Good football. Now, the first one up today, since it's 12:31, December 31st, at 2 p.m. Austin time, we have the Texas Michigan game in the excuse me, Citrus Bowl there in Orlando. And that's going to be an interesting game because Michigan doesn't have a coach. They got rid of him, or some that whole incident of that made the news. So,
Hmm.
and then Texas fired their running back coach, and their top five runners hit the transfer portal. So this is going to be the leftover bowl of who shows up. How many guys you got on your team? Well, 14. Well, then you guys are playing both ways. Finally, how many teams you don't have a coach? So we'll get somebody from the stands.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. You could have a little lotto, we're going to announce your ticket number, and if you have that winning ticket number, you get to coach the game.
Yeah, yeah. You get a clipboard to keep, a hat, a jacket, and you get to coach the game. And
Don't
then you just
forget,
turn.
but you got to get the whistle. You got to have the whistle too.
Oh no, the microphone. They don't have a whistle. It's just the microphone that comes on up. You see, and the clipboard,
Oh,
it's got all this
see.
stuff on drawing and the lines on
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And you get
well.
to stand there because you just turn to the offensive coordinator and you
Mhm.
say, "Okay, you call the play," and you're the defensive coordinator. Says, "Don't let them score." So that's it.
Mhm.
And then turn to the player and say, "All right, guys, what play you want to run?"
Well, what do you call that? Justice, the Greyhound, I mean, playground justice.
Playground justice. Yeah.
That's it right there, man.
Yeah.
That's the real deal right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no coach, no
Yeah.
coach, no players. Okay. Who you got? Oh, or like how you used to get the two captains line up and say, okay, who do you pick?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So who you got? Oh no. Hey, there's short one guy. You got to play both ways.
Exactly.
Oh, come on, Maddie. Play both ways.
That's right. You haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, sure. Playground justice, they got there, have a good time, you
Hmm.
know? All right. So, but anyway, the Texas game is on at 2 o'clock against Michigan. I've got a couple of people that I'm going to have to text and just break their balls and just say, hey, good luck, that sort of stuff, because it's a beautiful time of the year, the first of the year, and it's all about football. And I've got a bag of popcorn here. You got popcorn over there at Camp Canuck?
Always, always. Gosh, yes. We have
Okay.
by the pound.
By the pound. Okay. So
Mhm.
that's the afternoon game, but that game is not part of the college football playoffs uh, system right now. And the first game is tonight with OSU, Oklahoma State, not, excuse me, Ohio State. Let me correct myself. Ohio State is playing Miami, and they're playing at 6:30 tonight. Austin time. So, to our listeners around the galaxy, check your local time and listings. Now, all of these games are on ESPN as far as I know. Okay, so there you go. Now, the first game, of course, is Ohio State against Miami. And we did the numbers on this and taking the total average yards per game plus points to get a number so that we're going by the numbers like Moneyball. We're just going by numbers. Okay. And this is kind of interesting. Ohio State is 429 average yards per game plus points is 883. Miami is 414 average yards per game plus 419, 883. 833. So the differential points is 50 points. So by the DTN numbers, more than 60 points is 2 touchdowns, 50 points is 1 touchdown, and 40 points is a field goal. Excuse me. So we're at 50 points. So by the numbers, OSU, Ohio State, should win by 1 touchdown.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that'll be a good game. It's just when does that last touchdown get scored?
Yes, yeah, that's true. Now, tomorrow at 11 a.m., if you can get up at 11 a.m. after tonight,
Mhm.
okay, because it is Irish New Year and you're using all the voodoo to get the ghosts out of the house. I'm going to pound the cookies on the, most of the things I use for chase voodoo is just rolling stones and open up the windows and piss off
Yeah.
the neighbors. That'll do it. So the first game tomorrow is, of course, Texas Tech against Oregon. Now, Oregon is Kevin the Magnificent Computer Dude's team because he likes the Oregon Ducks, and I'm being a Texas. I'm uh, from Texas, so I'm going with the last Texas team, Texas Tech. So I'm a homer, so I'm going with the hometown team, Texas. And what's interesting is the numbers indicate that it's going to be a close game because it's going to be less than one touchdown, rated about 1 touchdown between the team there. And then, of course, that's at 11 a.m. And then in your heart, we've got Indiana playing Alabama. Go Hoosiers, okay? And their numbers are total average yards is 472, then total points is 545. So that's 1017. Alabama's 384, 820. So by the numbers, uh, Indiana should beat Alabama by more than 2 touchdowns.
Well, Alabama is a good ball club, and they have a great tradition of history of winning big games. So I hope they forget that tradition when they walk onto the field tonight.
And that's tomorrow at three o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock tomorrow, we've got the University of Georgia against Ole Miss. And the Ole Miss has some of the highest numbers. Let's see, no, they're second to Indiana of the highest numbers, and the differential is 165 points. So Ole Miss should beat Georgia by at least 2 touchdowns, at least 2 touchdowns.
Well, I don't think Vegas agrees with you on that, but your numbers are better than, your research is better than their research. There's no doubt about that.
Well, the whole aspect of football is about moving the ball and scoring points. That's real simple. You can consider strength of schedule, you can consider defense, blah, blah, blah. But football is about moving the ball and scoring points. And since each of these teams has now played a full schedule and taken in cream puffs, they've all played cream puffs, they've all played quality teams. So the numbers now start to become very indicative of what type of game we're going to have. That's the DTN theory. And the playoffs last year, I was like 75%.
There you go, man. You might
So
want to change. You might want to quit your day job and do that.
no, it's more fun BSing. I take enough grief at the pub when I walk in with this and they go, "Oh yeah, what are you talking about? Blah blah blah." And I go, "Well, where are your numbers? And what do you who do you think's gonna win?" And they shut up. So I'm the only one who sticks his neck out with some sort of basis applying football,
Yeah.
totally average per game plus points. And it's good fun, So first game is Texas at 2 p.m. And then tonight is the first Ohio State Miami game. Texas Tech tomorrow at 11, Indiana at 3 tomorrow, and then the Ole Miss Georgia tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So I know
Well,
you're going to be very, very excited and ready for both the Texas game and the Indiana game.
oh yeah. I mean, you and I have talked about this before, and that's one thing that we both agree on is we love the spirit of competition.
Yes.
Where two teams or two people enter into the arena and say, "You want to do it? Let's do it."
Yeah.
And fair, square, no cheating,
Fair. Yeah.
and you walk away, shake hands, and say, "I'll be back next time."
And you want the fellow player, the opposing player. Are you going to show up? Are you going to
Yeah.
show up? Because you have a good team and and they have a good team. And it
Mhm.
doesn't matter who won. We won it this week. You're going to win next week. That
Yeah.
sort of stuff. And
Mhm.
you're worried about, well, can you show up next week? Can you play? Go get to
Yeah.
play. Nobody shows up. There's no game, right? There's no
Yeah.
game. You're sitting there kicking the dust. Oh, what are you gonna do? No game. Yeah. So it's a beautiful time of the year, and I love sharing this with you and doing our podcast. We start season 2 on our next podcast. This is the end of season 1. TK, it's been an absolute pleasure doing these podcasts with you, and we've done well. We've had 8 happy campers, and we've got some more lined up, and we've discussed some better, more interesting situations that are crazy, foolish, fun. And to all our listeners out there in the galaxy, we certainly appreciate their listening and watching in and their input at how we could continue this silliness.
Well, Douglas, it has been fun, and if the people out there in the galaxy will not believe what we're coming up with next year. I mean, it's hard to believe that we actually sit around and think this stuff up, but we don't. We don't. It just comes out. So a little caffeine, a little of this, a little of that. And lo and behold, you have Camp Cunard podcast. Yes, we do.
Absolutely beautiful. And to sum it up, new tricks in 26. That's all I got to say, TK. Go Cowboys.
Aaron Gobraw, thank you.